I suppose all our projects are related in some way to sort of like a vague comical take on the art world. And I suppose we're making comedy for a very small niche audience, and with the hope that one day we would become proper television comedy writers, you know. So we had proposed, this is Birmingham, Alabama, and so there's 30 Birminghams across the world, and Birmingham, Alabama had this sign in front of their railway station. It was really big, and it fell down in 1953, and we proposed to build a new one in Birmingham, but double the size of the Shard in London, you know. So it's kind of like a real, like, you know, it's so big that you can see it from London. Is the joke, and of course it uses lots of metal and stuff. So there's this sort of fake application to build this sign, and so that's the type of thing that we do. And I suppose the artist survival kit came from an experience where, like you are doing today, we go on regular trips with East Side Projects to Bristol, Nottingham, Manchester, and you get talked at by like people like me, and you're always like, you're always just standing around going, oh. And whenever you see a chair, it's like, oh. And then there's where's the toilets? Can I have a chair? What's the Wi-Fi password? And it's like, what's the Wi-Fi password? Yeah. So I know what you're feeling, you know. And so me and Chris felt like every time we'd go and visit people, we'd be like, yeah. And so we've decided to make an instant kit which you'd carry around, and unfortunately there's nothing in there, but you'd carry that around, and it turns into a chair. Oh, yeah. So unfortunately, there's 4 holes in there, and it turns into a chair which you can sit on. And inside, unfortunately, there's nothing in there at the moment, but inside we have, so the tie was like, if there was a private view, you could kind of put a tie on. There was like energy drinks. There was fake iPhone covers. I've changed a lot of my friends to pictures of famous artists. If Chris phones me, it comes up as Nick Borio. You know, so I go, and if you're in a private view, you've got to go. Sorry, I've got to take this. And so I find we have these stickers which you put on, and so it's full of things like that. Really, it's like a joke pack for when you go to these type of trips. So anyway, you can find all of that on our website, and you can. The contents of the kit is kind of, you know, there's like, I suppose there's lots of in-jokes which you might not understand, I suppose, because they kind of reference a sort of artist-led scene. So one thing is that in every gallery there's always like piles of this free magazine called Variant, which is a Scottish, like, you know, slightly left-leaning political paper. But and everyone always picks one up. But it's very dense, it's very difficult to read, and I don't know if anyone really reads it all. And so we kind of make this joke about, you know, what to do with all your copies of Variant, because you know when you go and you pick, oh, I'll have that, and then, oh, you pick up another one and you go, you know. And so we have all these structures which you can build from Variant. It's kind of like, and if it's raining, you know, like a hat. And so Berliningham, for instance, is one of our popular screen prints that we do. We do lots of prints and events which we sort of sell, and you know they might not. This is the spotter sheet which was in the But Berliningham is it's like a campaign to oh yeah. So this is the Magic City. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a campaign to stop Berlin copying the Birmingham art world.
But is it happening?
well, it's kind of it's like you know, Berlin's amazing, yeah. So it was just a joke that everyone was going, oh, Birmingham's really good now, and everyone was getting a bit above themselves, and maybe we felt that you know, everyone was going, oh, it's the new Berlin. you know. It's Birmingham, so
Yeah.
so we've decided to have this campaign to
Stop Berlin becoming the new Bern.
yeah. But it's kind of, there's lots of similar buildings as well. If you look, and there's lots of little connections which we wrote an article for. But I suppose it's also become this bigger thing, and it's like, so it's a portmanteau, which is a French term. I don't know if you know it, but it's like for two words put together, and it's become just this one word thing, which lots of people have an idea about what it is, but nobody, you know, we haven't really officially said what it is. So it's lots of people really just like the poster, and it's become this almost domain which is flexible. So we've done a Berlinian bar night. You know, we've done lots of little things around. And funny, there's in Germany there's a place called Inham, and so the flights from Berlin to Inham are kind of, you know, anyway, it doesn't matter.